get some music going because I don't like it being silent. Wait for people getting here before we start. Send out a message, everyone. Where we at, guys? Where we at? Few more minutes, guys. We're almost done here, guys. I'm about to drop to you about some crazy, crazy stuff I have. It's gonna blow your mind away. And I'm honestly about to blow your mind away here. All right. All right, guys. All right. I think we are good to go. I'm ready to set this up. I want to first introduce myself as Mr. Luke Evan Brooks, and I am the founder of Elite Enterprises. Elite Enterprises has been going on for almost over 3 years now, and we have done tremendous progress. And this year, just starting off the first month, we have crushed some records, and we have did some major things when it comes to software and doing other services, not just brick and mortar, not just digital, but going on beyond brands where we're teaching folks how to do the same things that we do. And this is just a prompt to show. I don't want y'all to feel like, oh man, I'm missing out, because we post constantly every day. Every day that we post on here, or mostly every day. I won't say every truly day, but mostly we do. And the thing about that is that we want to make sure that people are getting the information that they need to get their business off the ground. Now, a lot of people won't tell you this. A lot of people sit here and tell you that it's easy, that you got to pitch to them every single time. And, at the end of the day, when we look at this as a business, right? As far as us growing, you have the ability to do this. You have the ability to have unlimited wealth. If you don't feel like talking to people, that's okay too. I tell people you don't have to sit here all day on the phone talking to people. Some people think you do, but you really don't. Because when you have automation in place and you set the tone and you get your face out every single day, you won't need to do that. You can talk to my mentor. My mentor, he doesn't post every single day. He doesn't get on the phone every day. He might have someone get on the phone for him, but he doesn't get on the phone every day. And when he does get on the phone, he does it with the group. And I mean, that's the same way, you don't have time to be sitting here talking all day to one person. I don't believe that, I don't believe you should be doing that. That's not working smarter. That's just working stupid, in my honest opinion. Um, with that being said, I want to go ahead and start the show. I want to open it up to anyone who may want to talk or go into the chat to see if we got anyone in chat. I'll just keep going. Whenever people pop up, we'll have our conversation. But I want to talk to you about the software that I've been promoting. A lot of people are like, hey, what's going on? What's this? What's this all about? And honestly, this is about Friend Connector. If you've been following me, if you've been watching me, you've been seeing some of the videos I've been posting on YouTube, you definitely know that I am all about Friend Connector. Now, Friend Connector is a tier 5 product, and that tier 5 product allows me to basically go into friends groups, right? Or groups that you are a part of. Let's say for cooking. So health, right? Let's say you're doing health. Let's say you're doing, I don't know, Factor 75. Let's get that real quick. Let's say we're promoting Factor 75, right? And you get affiliations or whatever, or it can be a book. It can be a book about rules of the road. It can be a wallet, whatever, whatever it could be. And you basically come into the play like this. People come and they talk to you. You could do it that way. You talk to people all day, waste your time. Instead of doing that, the system talks for you, meaning that it will go to the group. If you say, I'm looking for people who are weight loss habits, right? Like they love to work out, they love to do their thing, then they do it, right? They make it happen. The system will go ahead and select certain keywords that you put into Friend Connector. And as you do that, it will allow you to actually send a friend request to those folks. And on top of that, with Friend Connector, you can continue to go forward with what you need to do as far as if you got stuff to do at your regular 9 to 5 job, or you got to take out the kids, or you want to go on vacation, it would do it for you. You don't have to initiate the conversation if you don't want to. You can have a conversation kick off as soon as they accept your friend request, or you can kick people off you don't want to be your friend, right? At the end of the day, you are creating leads. You're creating leads that can go into your Facebook profile and you can interact with them. Now, I have other software that I'm using, but Friend Connector itself allows you to create this special package with your customers, your potential clients. Now, a lot of people might be like, well, how do I get it? Well, first thing you have to do, you will have to get it off the Chrome extension because it is a Chrome extension. It will only work with Chrome. And with that and say, using that, you can set it at different time intervals on how often you want the friend request to go. Now, will everyone be your friend? Of course not. There's a feature where if you run out of too many, requests, I would say, because it's a quota. If you run out at the end of the day, you can hit a button that will delete those friend requests. So it'll allow you to find more friends. And the whole thing for me is my strategy behind it is that I
allow myself to go into groups that may be between 9,000 and 60,000. Sometimes it's higher, maybe a little bit lower, but where I can actually send a request out. And, there might be a method to the madness that some people do, see where people are interacting in groups and they're constantly showing their face, they're constantly posting great content, and then they send out friend requests, and that opens up the avenue where people want to know more about you. Where I've seen people, what, I'm just sending a friend request. If they accept it, they see my profile, they can talk to me, and we can have interaction. Every single day, every single day I've used this product, I'm constantly being bombarded with leads. And I don't have to lie about that. And these leads come in. You don't have to be sitting here buying stats if you don't want to. I'm not saying that's not good, but you may not want to do that. You may be short on your money. You don't have to sit here and do cold calling, trying to do a pitch for 60 seconds or whatever it may be, because people don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I'll be honest with you. Oh, I get irritated when people say pitch to me, blah blah blah. I'm not pitching anything to you. At the end of the day, you choose whether or not you want to do this the hard way, or the smart way. As I learned was in OCS. We always had a saying: there's a task ahead of you. You can attack it the smart way, where you're using this, or you do it the hard way. You get up and down and you get beat. And I don't have time to get beat. And I don't think y'all have to get beat. I seen it when I started off at the beginning, where I would constantly sending messages to everyone, everyone, everyone. And I wasn't getting it. And then you do email marketing. I've done email marketing. I email my audience of over 10,000 folks that are on my recipient and is growing. And I let them know, hey, I'm doing live so we can have this conversation. I don't sit here and write or talk to them every single day or get on the phone, because you don't have time for that. You don't. You have to move efficiently. One thing that we don't have, and we can all say that don't matter if you're rich, poor, black, white, humpback, no humpback, whatever, you don't have different variables of time. Everyone is on short time, meaning that you don't know what's going to happen at the end of the day, right? So 24 hours is given to you. No one could change that unless you got a time machine. You can't change that. So for me, being in the military too, is that I have to use my time wisely. And that's what drew me onto automation with Friend Connector. So for right now here, I'm going to demonstrate some of the features that Friend Connector can do. Again, I'm going to demonstrate what Friend Connector can do. So let's go ahead and go into our screen. So right here, you have Friend Connector. You would go to the top one up here at the top. Once you click on that, it would download up to here. It will go into your extension, and that's Friend Connector Pro. So let me stop sharing that screen and share another screen to you. Get it on here. Hold on. So we'll go to Facebook, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and share this with you. We'll go to Facebook. Once we go to Facebook, we will go ahead and open up our browser here. So you see what we're seeing. So as you see here, this is my profile. Got a lot of people pinging me as normal. Nothing too crazy right there. Exit all these people out. And as I go down, right, you see all these shortcuts, right? You can see all these groups that I'm in. I'm in a lot of groups. I'm in groups about business, about free advertisement, and such. But what I like to do is to go into a large group to demonstrate this to you. So the ClickFunnels beginning entrepreneurs. Let's see what this is about. That's 9,000. That's roughly what we say, right? So you can see this group's going to have people who are new, They're starting off, they're trying to figure out this whole system because that's the idea that you want to have. You want to be in a place where you can help people. It's not about much about selling, in my opinion. It's about helping people. But if you got a product that you want to promote or a service you want to promote, this is how I do it. I would go to members. You click on the members and you see who's in here. You see all these different keywords, things of that sort, right? Shows I got 68 of my friends. Hence, I use Friend Connector in here. I would go to Friend Connector Pro. Now, up here, or let's start right here. You have your Friend Connector Pro. Once you log in, you can put in your information. You can delete pending friend requests. You can unfriend everyone. That's one thing. If your quota of 5,000 on Facebook, you can delete every single one of them. You can go into settings. This is where in settings you can make custom messages. So if you was to send a message out to these folks, you can sit here and be like, I want it to be where I only want a message to go out when they receive a friend request. And you could do it when you accept a friend request you receive from someone. Or you can send it out when you decline a friend request. Now, I can set this if I wanted to. I haven't programmed that because I really just go straight for the jugular when talking to people. I don't play around when it comes to getting the things that needs to get done. And it's not hard to do this. It's not very hard to set this up. So if I was to set up a message, for example, I can do a message segment, and this would be the title that I would have in here. Greetings today. I can do a first, last name, add it, save, right? So the system's going to save that. Now we can look at what we have on here. Hi there. Hello there. Hi there. Hello. And those are the things. I can edit this. I can do different keywords if I want to, and it will save, right? I can go to groups. I can click in here, and this is where the block message go. So your segment, your initial first thing you're going to say when you talk to a person. Hi. Hello there. Greetings. What's up? Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob Taylor. Whatever, right? So I can click on this. I can preview what I wrote. And depending on where you're trying to market your stuff to, this will take care of you. Whether it's for weight loss, whether it's for relationships, whether it's for, MLM, network marketing, how to make money online. And this is what's going to come out. Now, these are already pre-generated, but it's pretty straightforward. If I wanted to create something, I'll make the title for it, and then I can put my message in there. I can make a static message, which is text message, or I can use keywords or message segment. Pretty straightforward. And then if I want to start this bad boy off, I'll go back to home. Exit out by accident, guys. So going back over here to intervals, you could basically set this thing up every 15 seconds if you really wanted to automatic, right?
of 30 seconds, 60 seconds. For demonstration purposes, we are only going to set this for 30 to 60 seconds, about a few minutes here. What it does is simulate as if you're sending a computer and you're sending a request personally to the people that you want to prospect. Then if you do that, the thing is, Facebook could possibly flag you down because I said it's not possible. You know all these people. So typically I set myself an extended 3 minutes, right? But for demonstrations for today, I'm going to do 30 to 60 seconds. Or uh, and limited means like, okay, once I reach 200 people on my friend request, I want to stop or say just keep going. If you did this is another feature that's coming out soon. This is the gender filter. If you're looking for men or women, you can set that, or you want to do a country filter. I'm looking for tier one countries. You could do that. And you can resume from my last search if you had it saved. Now, this is what I currently have because I do market out to, or I reach out to people that are doing small business or manage small business owners, customers representative, real estate, these keywords. And then if there's negative words, that's literally what it is, like cuss words. You don't want those in there. And if I'm going to send a message group, which we'll go ahead and do a message group because this is ClickFunnels. It would take the message that I showed you earlier from a segment in a group, and then it would actually play for me as a script, and it will just run in the background. And once I hit this, it's going to be running, and I won't have to do anything else. So now the system is looking for people that fit that criteria. They have it talks about self-employed. They talk about anything about CEO, real estate, anything that hasn't been caught when people are scrolling through here, it will catch this for me. Now it's running, it's queuing up as you see up here. You see over here where it's got the circle, it's queuing up because it's playing as if it's me. And my hand's gonna be up here. And matter of fact, I was telling someone today at work, I use this in the background. I use this to actually get myself going to where I need to when I'm on the road, if I'm doing some things that needs to be taken care of, and make it right. And at the end of the day, for me, it frees me up. As you see right there, it's popped up, friend request was sent off. And it's through because it's looking at keywords, owner, founder. It's looking for all that stuff. It's looking for marketers. They're looking for all keywords that I have listed up here. I don't have marketer listed on this list here, but they're looking for the next few people that's on here. It's just going to keep scrolling through, and they're going to add them on. Now, does it end right there? Not necessarily. It does not end right there. What you can do, though, is once your friend connector engages with them, with the prospect, and they have a conversation with them, that's when you jump in and you have that personal conversation. Now, I don't use the friend connector to sit there and throw a pitch in it. Never heard of that working too well. I like to interact with people, but I like to interact with them where they see what's on my profile. They see what's working, seeing the growth. Because when people ask, who are you, where you come from, only thing they got to do is go to the profile. Post a lot, you like to show your stats, or you like to get on video like I do and just talk to people, you can actually connect with these folks. And literally, that's what the Friend Connector does for people. It's truly amazing to use something like this because at the end of the day, how much time are you spending using Facebook to find prospects? Or are you hiring a team out in town to find you prospects? Or you're paying someone for solo ads or some type of email marketing program that you have to get? With Friend Connector, it cuts all that out. If you specifically looking for your prospects on Facebook, this does it for you. It's very little that you have to do, right? Find a group that you are really
pitching out to, or you're really looking and say, oh, I got a lot of customers there, get into that congregation. Get in congregation. I recommend you just, hey, greetings, my name, blah, blah, blah. I'm here to help. If anyone needs any help or any questions, make yourself as useful as you can, answering some of the questions in the group, getting your face familiar, and then you roll your friend connector in there. Now, if you just go into the group, and it depends, if you just go in the group and you start adding people using friend connector, people may not know who you are, and they might be like, I don't know who he is. He never wrote anything in a group before, so he's not familiar. People buy from people that they know, that they like, and that's truly important. I don't care who you are. I've been dealing with sales for quite some time, and it don't matter if you got it for a cheaper price, they will override you and go to the person who they feel familiar with and feel warm with and buy from you. So that's why I tell folks it's truly amazing to have Brand Connector, because you can actually strike up a conversation with people that you truly want to deal with and make sales with, right? You want to grow. You don't want to sit around and be like, well, it's not working for me, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. So, what we're going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and drop a dime on you guys. Now, I do have it available, Friend Connector. I was told by a person who had a group of 100 people, he wanted me to open it up again. So I went ahead and opened it up again for his students for another week or so, because a lot of sales have been coming through and it's really been helping a lot of people out here. I don't do this for just, oh, I'm all out for profit, this and that. Yeah, this thing can go for $197 a month if you wanted to, right? But for me, my whole thing is trying to help as many people out there who want help, people who really want to have their business grow using an organic platform, using a system that they can understand and put their heart into. That's where Friend Connected comes to me at. So, guys, the link is in the description here, down below, and on the screen. If you want to try Friend Connected today, I suggest that you do it today. If you're watching this, stop what you're doing now. Stop playing around. Stop. Get off the phone right now. If you're on the phone, you definitely need to get on this right away. If you truly want to get your sales to increase, you need to do this. If you want to get into business, you need to do this. If you're ready to quit that 9 to 5 job, then you need to do this. Definitely check it out. All the information is down in the link. I'll talk to you later, guys. Take care. Again, my name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. I will tell you this. Don't forget to subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Like and subscribe. If you got any questions, drop them down below in the comments. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Take care.